Local NAACP is responding tonight after 2 Montgomery County deputies are placed on paid administrative leave following accusations of sending racist text messages.
It was the president of that organization who brought the allegations to the attention of Sheriff Phil Plumber, who took swift action. Robert Lowry is working for you with reaction from both men and from one of the accused deputies.
Well, the NAACP here in Dayton actually happy that the sheriff acted immediately to these allegations. The sheriff's office was notified about those text messages this past weekend. About five deputies working for the department here using their personal cell phones, sending those text messages during work and off the clock. The NAACP hoping that the sheriff's office will let an outside agency handle the investigation.
Out of a year, the Dayton Unit NAACP will receive more than 200 complaints, but it was this one, filed back in August, that President Derrick Forward says he found most disturbing. Alleged text messages between 5 members of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office.
These text messages, some of them, while they may be some joking going on back and forth in some of them, but some of them are just flat out rude and racist.
More than 100 pages of text, many containing racial slurs. After a person made complaints about these text messages, the NAACP began its own investigation.
There's never, ever a place in our society for racism, for bigotry. We have a very low tolerance for that, in fact.
Tuesday, Sheriff Phil Plumber reacted to the allegations.
This isn't an organizational problem. This is 5 individuals that made a bad choice, and they will be held accountable to the fullest extent that I'm allowed to.
Plumber calls it shocking for a department that prides itself on community relations.
We do block parties on Saturdays. We're in the community all the time. We've made great inroads. This is our home. Everybody's home. We all respect each other. We're all, not to be biblical, we're all God's children. We're in this together. And these guys take us 3 steps backwards.
2 News spoke with one of the accused deputies, Captain Tom Flanders, who has been in the sheriff's office for 19 years, has been put on paid administrative leave. He tells us the allegations are false and says he isn't racist.
Sheriff here at the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office saying that it'll take a few weeks before the investigation is complete, but he does say he holds all of his deputies to a high standard, whether they are on the clock or actually at work, hoping that they will never do anything like this, actually saying it's a violation of their code of conduct. The NAACP saying today that they hope to continue their good relationship with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office past these allegations. Reporting live, Robert Lowry, 2 News, working for you.
Tonight from an ABC 22 investigation we first told you about yesterday.
Tonight, the Montgomery County Sheriff is speaking out about a series of racially charged text messages allegedly sent by several of his deputies who are now on leave. Natasha Williams broke this story, and she has the very latest. Natasha?
And Jack, 5 officers are being investigated, and the sheriff tells us 2 of them are on paid administrative leave. They are Captain Thomas Flanders and Detective Michael Sollenberger. Now, Captain Flanders oversees the Montgomery County Jail, and Detective Sollenberger is with the Internal Affairs Unit and a member of the SWAT team. The sheriff says those 2 were the worst offenders in the text exchanges. The texts are graphic and disturbing. One, a racially insensitive joke. Sheriff Plumber confirms the texts you're about to see were exchanged by Captain Tom Flanders and Detective Michael Sollenberger. It reads, "What do apples and black people have in common? They both hang from trees." The texts date back to 2011 and 2012, and some as recently as 2013. ABC 22 obtained hundreds of pages of the messages from a concerned resident on Friday. Most of the messages depict words meant to specifically demean African Americans. One reads, "Very simply put, they're N-word, son." And another one reads, "We stopped at a Walmart in Birmingham. There are a lot of..."
We've been working well with the community for years. I've been the sheriff for 6 years. I've done, all I can do to build relations in this community, and I'm very upset about this because I feel like these 5 individuals have taken this organization 3 steps backwards.
We still hope that this is not a culture that exists inside of the department.
We spoke with NAACP President Derrick Forward, and he told us he met with Montgomery County Sheriff Phil Plumber on Sunday to make him aware of the complaint that had been filed with his office. Forward says he remains hopeful that a thorough investigation will be carried out.
Over the years, we have had a great relationship with the Sheriff's Department, so I don't look for that to change. I believe that Sheriff Plumber wants to do the right thing. He will continue to do the right thing, that we will take him at his word, that he's going to take swift action.
Well, the sheriff says if the allegations are true, the men will be terminated. He expects there will be a decision in a couple of weeks. Now, we reached out to both officers. We could not reach Captain Flanders, and we were told no comment by Detective Sollenberger. Now, we broke this story last night, and we'll continue to follow it on ABC 22 online and ABC22.com.